Okay, let's go. I look into your eyes with the eyes of one who has seen many winters. For many people, trauma is not a scream on a dark night. Neither is it a run from a monster that lies in the bushes. But trauma is the frosty ground that when you look down is in front of you And before you know it, the ice has gone up your legs and keeps you stuck to the ground. It is like being in a comfortable chair that you have outgrown, that the ice keeps you stuck in it, even though it is uncomfortable, and you want to step into your life, but the outgrown chair holds you stuck. And as the chair holds you, your joys, perhaps your hopes, even your dreams are gradually turned off. And what you want from your life is slowly frozen away from you. And you are stuck in where you do not want to be. You are held by what you thought was going to be comfortable and easy, and now is a frozen fortress that you can find no movement away from. And perhaps you then dream of a future circumstance that you hope for, that'll take your trauma away, or a person that will come and make all things right. And if you are lucky, they are just on the edge of your bridge to your new life. But today we stop waiting for spring to come, to thaw the ice, to thaw away the belief of not yet, tomorrow, so that you can step into the life that you want. The spring is within you. It is not coming over a horizon. Last week we looked at the script of the ancestors, but this is not that. This is the trauma that has crept around your ankles and keeps you stuck in the position that you are. You have learned to stay still for your own protection, for your own safety, and yet you are unsatisfied by where you are. But you want to move, but cannot. You want to be there, but are stuck here. The ice has turned off your joys, perhaps your dreams, and the colour that was once in your life. The self that used to live so freely and carefully is now somewhere in your past. And you hope for this future, but the heart is stuck still. To one who has had a frozen heart for a while, the opening to love seems so dangerous. the one that has been stuck in the mud of circumstance. The first steps means they look for the predator that must come and get them. You have a bridge in front of you you wish to take, yet the icy ground is still firmly holding you, and you struggle to take steps towards the life you want. You call this the anchor of the unlived life. And that is our title of our talk today. Your nervous system feels the fear and keeps you stuck firmly where you are. And the body, as its only sense of protection, keeps you still and hidden and quiet, away from the danger that perhaps lurks around you in your mind. The danger you think is true, yet in your soul you know it is not. The body frozen, the nervous system still, the blood not circulating around your body like you once knew, and the feeling of your life never fully arriving, means time just passes by and circumstance never looks any different. You have the bridge of tomorrow in front of you, yet you do not know how to lift your feet and put a foot upon it. You say you want to, but you make little or no effort to it. You make claims, but they are not truly lived. You have projects that you start and say, they will take me to my light. But the frost soon puts them into the freeze as well. And the projects are not fully started nor completed. They are justified, and something else is looked for that will melt the chains of ice that keeps you stuck away from the life that you truly want. But we have a way through this ice. We have the internal spring that I will deliver to you soon. We have the possibility of tomorrow being now. We have the light that will be turned on in the dark, and you will know the monster was never real. The bridge is built, the sense of self is here. The ancestors hold you no longer. But the responsibility is yours. The bridge is waiting. The one on the bridge will not wait for long. You must look and step and be aware and take your spring today. So we break the chains of not yet. And we will bring the warmth of your colour, of your joy, of your dreams and your hopes. But that is it, the second part of our talk. So if you can relate that you are stuck here, knowing you should be there, then this is the talk for you. If you justify, but do not do, if you say, but do not act, if you want, but do not risk, then the frost is already upon you. And it is this process then that takes you to the land of sun and warmth, away from the cold and the dark that has frozen your heart into inactivity. The warmth that will circulate your blood once more, allow you to feel alive rather than half dead. Allow you to breathe and expand rather than shrink behind the cushions of your chair. At some stage in all lives, the frost is strong. It is not just for you, but all will experience a degree of winter. All will feel the touch of the icy breath of oneself upon your skin. So the feeling of the icy winter is normal. The choosing of what to do next is what makes you feel alive and allows you to migrate away from the storm. You are not the only one to feel the frost, but how long you stay in it is up to you. How stuck you are is now your choice. And even if you face the iciest of icy circumstances, you can still have the inner warmth and glow of the spiritual light of oneself. And where there is light, there is not darkness. Where there is light, there is hope. Where there is light, there is a path. Without hope, with darkness, the path is hard to see. Yet we have built this path by establishing a safe bridge. We have established a sense of self by not avoiding and bypassing your beliefs. The self is ready for the journey. The horse is packed and ready to move. The choice to mount your horse is one for yourself alone. But you have never been lazy, yet within you there are times you think you are. You are not lazy, but you are stuck. And all that has occurred is the feet are iced to the ground. Today, the spring is coming. And we will go there in the second half of our talk. So may I have the healing list of names, please?
Yes. The Benders, Brian Delaney and wife, Ben and Roxanne, Wendy Beck, Lynn Aiken, Bob and Val, Charlotte, Phil, Aura and Baby, Lucy Pope, Mark, Danielle, Rowan, Eric, Stephen, Matthew, Marianne, Jody, Joy, Ed, Mirabai, Jules, Daniel, Cotty, Phoenix, Jesse, Audrey, Diana, Deborah, Tim, Ben, Jasmine, and Harriet, Nicole, Kai, Sharon, Bill, Monica, Jane, Suzette, Ron, Amrita, Sushana G, Maria C, Lisa C, Sylvia, Carol D, Dean, Tracy, Anne, Christine, John, Linda, Jeanette, Carrie Ann, Jet, Ricky, Janet and the Spain family, the Lowe family, Pat Averill, David, Mick, Irene, baby Arthur, Francesca, Jessica, Margaret, David, Frank and Joe, Maya, Robert, Isabella, Eduardo, Claudio, Linda, Jerry, William, John and Karen, Teresa and Reg, Jim, Rod Thompson, Mike Anderson, Keiko, Django, Barbara, Therese and Therese, Jean and Robert Dermott, Laura, Hannah, Michael, Stuart, Christine, David, Lindsay, Myra, Justin, Courtney, Hendricks, Amanda Kay, Ross, Abby, Karen, Aiden, and Alex. And may all be happy. Thank you.
The icy chains of winter that keep you stuck in your outgrown chair. They do not need a hammer, for a hammer will create sharp shards of ice that you fear to walk across. They do not require a blowtorch, as the blowtorch will melt the sense of self as well. It is not a bonfire that you require to melt your chains, but a match. A single match. The smallest of flames. The match is gentle and precise. It is the match that brings the fire of light and heat, and you bring it to the circumstances of your existence. The light and the heat of the match is your honesty and your awareness. It requires of you to be truthful and honest rather than in a pretense that you are completely in control when you know you are stuck solid. The wheels of the car are frozen to the ground, and therefore you cannot drive. So you must bring your awareness to your circumstance and see where indeed you are. And this is highlighted in our two exercises. If you are feeling part of your life to be stuck, if this is relating to you, do this with me now. Let us have spring now, rather than waiting for an hour a little later. So the first exercise you should try yourself. Think of the landscape of your life. Let your awareness hold the whole of your life circumstance around you now, just within the possibility of its view. And bring one part of your life that is frozen fully to your mind. It may be your romantic heart, your career, maybe your bank account, maybe your relationship, maybe a project that you want to start, an exercise plan you hope to one day begin. Have just one frozen aspect of your life in your mind's eye now. See where you are frozen with this singular incident. And feel within your body where this frozen heaviness registers. In your heart, your mind, your voice, your feet, in your stomach, in the romance of existence. Feel where it is. Feel the heaviness of it within that location. Now bring your hand to the location you found and let the warmth of your hand heal the heavy ice of winter. And feel fully the heat of your hand against the heavy ice of circumstance. And let your mind think of the smallest possibility of action away from this icy chain that is around your ankles. Think just of the possibility, not the doing, but the possible life that is there. Let your dreams come to this icy kingdom. Let your dreams come through the palm of your hand and the heat into the area frozen stiff with stillness. Imagine the joy of the land beyond this frozen, and let the heat of that joy now come into your mind, into your hand and into the ice. See the life being lived with that joy, and how it feels in the circulating blood around your body. And let the heat of the blood come through your hand to the ice. Feel the sun of your new life shining within your mind. Heat your hand still further. Let the possibility be a probability. And place a foot upon your bridge of tomorrow. Feel the heat of your hand working through your chest, your legs, and your feet. Let the heat of your hand warm your feet like warm socks on a cold day. And step with your other foot onto that bridge. The first steps are the hardest. And stand proudly on your bridge of tomorrow and know you deserve to be there. You may repeat this exercise for further parts of your life, and also to go from step 2 to step 3, 4, and 5. And there is a second exercise that you can do now or you can do later. It may be easier to do it a little later. So bring to mind in this exercise where in your life you are frozen. Just see it. And for 1 minute, 1 whole minute, stand and shake your body, move, jump, run on the spot, move every part of your body to circulate your blood and feel your movement. For a minute, no less, and feel the aliveness of the body. And tell the body that you are ready for movement now. And now do the fire breath. Breathe deeply and intensely and passionately until your skin warms up. And do this for another minute. For a minute now, state aloud your icy world of blockage and say to the world, I am stuck here. And say it passionately, on purpose, loudly, and listen to yourself. At the end of this 3 parts of the exercise. There is 2 other parts to be done. The first is to recognize the world did not stop with your movement. With your movement, there was no danger. You lived through the circulation of your blood, the movement of your body, the heat of your skin, and the honesty of proclaiming your stuckness. You survived. And now you say the mantra to yourself. I am not ready to be a statue. I am ready for the sun. And this tells your inner world it is your time for spring. Your tomorrow is here now. The action that must be taken can be lived now. So, in conclusion to our talk today, in conclusion to what we have spoken about, the hardest part is right now. When you realize how long you have been asleep for. How long you have honoured the icy chains of yesterday and never took the sun of tomorrow. But do not have grief, because grief is also an icy chain in this circumstance. But honour yourself, not judge yourself, because you learned to be a master of survival. Survival of the icy world, of the silence, the stillness, and not being seen. Honour yourself for learning that skill. And now declare within you, you are not just ready for spring, but you are ready for summer. That the chains of winter have been learnt, have been mastered, but be a statue no longer. Do not live by the excuse of not yet, hoping of a circumstance to arrive, but claim your spring for yourself. Acknowledge the first step of fear. It is a sign that you are alive and not dead. And even if you can just make just one small phone call or movement that you found so difficult, the smallest of tasks, this is a step on your bridge. Do not be anchored in the unlived life. Be alive. It is what you have come to be. And may God bless you all. All good? Okay, I'll turn the recording off.